Enterprises today have to deal with internet scale threats. And what we mean by that is the lower bar to entry for attackers to persistently target enterprise data, be it intellectual property or customer records. It's significantly easier for any kid off the street to download basic hacking tools at a very low price point and get involved in the underground markets. If you look at the state of the art in hacking 15 years ago, it was about using exploits to gain access to systems. Whereas today, it's about gaining access to systems to then steal legitimate credentials and do what's called living off the land. Essentially, what we see is attackers trying to mimic system administrators so that they can persist in the enterprise environment for longer dwell time and essentially steal information at their will. What we're seeing today is attackers using DDoS as a smokescreen for more persistent activity. The goal is to distract the security team while they find more creative methods to gain access in the environment, different ways that they can persist. Targeted attacks come in many shapes and sizes, and what we've seen over time is that attacker tradecraft has evolved to using multiple capabilities, be it DDoS, be it exploits, be it phishing, be it social engineering. Combining all of these different types of tactics and techniques is how attackers are gaining access to networks today. Enterprise networks today are a lot more than just users' computers. With connected devices, you now have to worry about your refrigerator, your toaster, your connected security system, your HVAC system. These are all now threat vectors back into your environment. And without a holistic monitoring solution and the ability to block suspicious connections, there's a high likelihood that an attacker will find a way in other than social engineering. Being able to block suspicious connections is interesting, but being able to understand which of those connections are tied to persistent targeted activities allows a security team to flip the risk conversation away from the volume of threats that they're dealing with to the types of targeted activities that result in overall risk. Security analysts today are really focused on the volume of threats that they have to deal with. But when you can bring the additional internet-level insights to attackers and how their tradecraft is evolving, it gives opportunity to flip the risk conversation around what's most pervasive, what's most dangerous to enterprises today, not just the volume of threats that